Thanos versus Black Adam. Who wins? The Mad Titan is taking on the Champion of Kahndaq, two of the most powerful characters in their respective universes. But who's coming out on top in a fight? Well, let's find out. What's up guys, I'm Daniel and this is Danco. We do fight breakdowns every week, plus the occasional power ranking video like this one or things like that. So if that seems interesting to you, we'll sit back and enjoy the video. Hit that like button. If you want to, well, hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Now let's get to it. Let's actually start out with talking about the newcomer, Black Adam. The guy who was promised to reshape the entire DCEU, and man, did he deliver on that promise. Teth Adam, better known by legend as Black Adam, is the former champion of the wizard Shazam in the Council of Wizards. He was bestowed the powers of the Egyptian gods, and with these gifts, freed his people from the former king of Kahndaq and will go on to become the ruler of his homeland. However, he became increasingly more brutal and ruthless along the way, unintentionally releasing the 7 deadly sins and killed countless millions of people. Due to this, he was imprisoned by Shazam for 5,000 years, until he was released and called upon to save Kahndaq again. Black Adam has the powers of 6 different Egyptian gods: Shu, Horus, Amun, Zehudi, Aton, and Mahin. And while some of those aren't the most useful things for a fight, like the courage of Mahin or the wisdom of Zehudi, we can definitely talk about his strength, his durability, his speed, and his lightning. Black Adam is incredibly strong in this movie, and he's got absolutely no problem with using that strength to kill anybody in his path. Seriously, the guy just has no chill. He'll send you flying miles away without even blinking an eye. He can swing around aircraft or easily rip apart vehicles, clap his hands, create a shockwave. But the most impressive thing he ever did was catch a gigantic statue and lift it up over his head, easily holding it up. And that thing is clearly pretty freaking big. Black Adam is also incredibly tough. He can take explosions, not even flinch, and is completely and totally bulletproof, to the point where bullets just kind of bounce off his face. He was able to take attacks from Hawkman and his nth metal weapons, which, while they do rock him, never draw any blood or put him down. And then while he was put down for a few seconds by a punch from Atom Smasher, the only thing that seemed to consistently hurt him was the magical Eternium energy. And it would leave cuts and burns, but then he would just heal up with his lightning. And then, man, is Black Adam fast. Like, this was one of the things that shocked me the most in the movie. Black Adam is just so fast. He's constantly using his speed, flying around, catching bullets, redirecting rockets. He's even got his own Quicksilver scene where he's able to see the world in slow motion and take down everybody, all while an explosion is frozen in place behind him. And then he's just able to humiliate Hawkman and constantly blitz him, even though Hawkman is able to react to lightning. He's able to outdo Wonder Woman's bullet feat, intercepting a bullet that was fired at a much closer range, and while he was further away too. He traveled from Russia to the Middle East, and from the Middle East to China, all within seconds, even creating a sonic cone while his surroundings just zoom past him like he's Makari or something. But it seems like Black Adam's favorite tactic is just to spam lightning everywhere. Must kind of run in the Shazam family. He's able to fire out bolts of lightning that can completely disintegrate a person. But it's really so much more than that, especially when he gets a bit too angry and his rage starts slipping out of control. Then he just starts unleashing explosions all around him. Like some crazy explosions, some wild Shazam calls. Then finally, in his fight against Sabak, he's able to channel all his lightning concentrated on just the demon rather than losing control, and eventually rips him in half. Goes all Mortal Kombat on him. Thanos, the Mad Titan, the biggest threat to the universe, the Purple People Purger, terror to Earth, and the Avengers and the Guardians and all your favorite heroes. Born on the planet Titan, Thanos saw its days were numbered due to overpopulation. So Thanos came up with a solution: genocide. Completely random and fair to everyone, but half the planet wiped out. People called him mad, but Thanos was like, oh wow, this really worked. Let's apply it to the whole universe. So he went out searching for the Infinity Stones to wipe out half the universe with just a snap. And for starters, Thanos is really strong. Like, really strong. I mean, basically no one can beat him in a one-on-one fight. A lot of them have tried, some of them have gotten some good hits in, but they've all fallen. Each and every last one of them. Except if you've got chaos magic, I guess, or cosmic powers, or just of a JJ. Those seem to be his kryptonite for some reason. But seriously, Thanos went through a whole freaking gauntlet of heroes. Beat each and every last one of them. He trashed Hulk. Just absolutely destroyed the big green guy. And Hulk is the same guy who can one-shot Leviathans. He can even knock around Surtur when he was the size of a mountain. Thanos beat that guy easy. He beat Iron Man when right before that Tony got hit with a freaking meteor from outer space and didn't go down. He overpowered Thor and did it again and again and again. I mean, props to Thor for getting back up each time, but he was getting beat by Thanos each time. And Thor, well, he restarted the Forge and moved around the rings in the Nidavellir, something that required hundreds of thousands of tons of force and power. Then he fought Captain Marvel, and he overpowered her too, sent her flying. The same girl who could do this. Then when he was wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, and I mean, you saw what that thing did to Hulk, right? Well, he was able to hold her back again with just one arm. He tore through Captain America's shield, crushed the Tesseract in the palm of his hand, ripped through vibranium, and plucked the Mind Stone straight from Vision's forehead. Thanos is ridiculously strong. Seriously, you don't want to cross this guy. You just don't. You're gonna get destroyed. And honestly, with everything Thanos has been through, he's almost like more than just tough. He's tougher than tough. He was able to take fire and take explosions, attacks from Iron Man and his repulsor blast, energy blast, and the whole like. Even lightning from Mjolnir and lightning from Stormbreaker. And that stuff can kill Leviathans. It can blow right through Outriders, do all sorts of damage, yet couldn't really damage Thanos. Then he took Scarlet Witch's chaos magic, the same thing that atomized Ultron bots and ripped through vibranium or tear out Ultron's heart. She couldn't really tear through Thanos in quite the same way. And then there's just using the Infinity Gauntlet and performing those snaps. I mean, the gauntlet itself is channeling enough energy where it'd be able to light up a whole continent. Thanos was still able to put this thing on and then go on and continue fighting against Captain Marvel. So it's pretty crazy just to be able to put it on. But it also requires an immense amount of strength to actually snap it. Hulk was the only one who's going to be strong enough to do it. Thor couldn't do it. Captain Marvel couldn't do it. Iron Man literally died when he did it. Hulk was the only one. And Thanos? Well, he did it twice. He was sending out energy surges of cosmic proportions, the kind no one had ever seen before. And while it did manage to injure Thanos, he still snapped twice. he was able to walk right through the Hulk, right through Thor, took attacks from Captain America, from Captain Marvel, from all the Avengers, from all the Guardians, from all of them. Thanos is easily the toughest fighter in the MCU. He's dang near impossible for any hero to put down. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Well, first things first, I actually think Thanos is stronger. I know, maybe surprising. I mean, look at Black Adam when he picked up this giant big old statue. And that's great, but that's basically what he's scaling to. Plus the idea that he is comparable to Superman. But unfortunately, we'll never really see just how that scaling plays out. Meanwhile, Thanos can scale off of Thor, and is undeniably stronger than Thor. And Thor is Nidavellir strong, not just statue strong. He's like small planet, moon strong. And Thanos is stronger. Plus, Thanos scales way above Hulk, one of the strongest beings in the MCU. So he's stronger than Hulk, he's stronger than Thor, he should be stronger than Black Adam too. Check 1 for him. Well then what about durability? Check 2 for Thanos, he's tougher than Black Adam too. And again, this doesn't mean that Black Adam isn't tough. These two are kind of neck and neck. Thanos just edges it out. Black Adam was rocked by Hawkman, sent flying by him. He's definitely hurt by Dr. Fate, was screaming out with that one. He was hurt by Atom Smasher with a punch, was even knocked out by an Eternium missile. Meanwhile, Thanos is so tough that he was able to go through the entire Battle of Titan, take attacks from all the Avengers and the Guardians, and it all just got one drop of blood. And I don't think it's just the attacks from Iron Man alone. I think Thanos is saying the collective attacks from all of them got one drop of blood. He could take punches and a beatdown from the Hulk, attacks from Captain Marvel. He survived Thor's lightning and hits from Mjolnir. And yet Thanos was still standing through all of it. Nothing could put him down for good. He was just too tough. Basically, Black Adam was getting more hurt by attacks from Hawkman than Thanos was from Hulk and Thor. Either you can say that Hawkman is stronger than those two, or you can just say that Thanos is tougher than Black Adam. I'm gonna say Thanos is tougher. Flip side, Black Adam is way faster. I mean, just as he's flying around, he's able to fly from one country to another or fly up into the atmosphere in just seconds. And that's just as he's flying around. Adam can actually perceive the world in slow motion, where everyone looks like statues compared to him. A lot like how Flash or Quicksilver sees the world when they're moving at super speed. And Black Adam has absolutely no problem completely and totally abusing this kind of speed. He'll take out and kill mercenaries before they can even react. He'll catch bullets in the palm of his hand. Black Adam is easily one of the fastest characters in the DC universe. And Thanos just can't remotely compare. Best he's ever done was just spin his sword fast enough to block repulsor beams from Iron Man. Impressive, but absolutely nothing compared to Black Adam. And then there's also Black Adam's lightning. And while most of the time Adam is using it to just fry normal humans or kill everyone around him, which isn't going to be too applicable when you're talking about Thanos, there have been other times where it's got Hawkman screaming out in pain, or thrown back Dr. Fate and Hawkman at the same time. But again, might not be too applicable to Thanos. I mean, he's taken Thor's lightning on several occasions, managed to keep on fighting. And Thor's lightning is at the very least equal to Black Adam's. Heck, Thor's lightning might be several leagues above Black Adam's if you look back on that Jotunheim encounter. But Black Adam's lightning was powerful enough to stun and injure a being like Sabak, which makes me think it's going to be able to do the same thing here with Thanos. Especially since even though Thanos took Thor's lightning, it still did stun him and injure him a little bit. So how do I see this fight playing out? Well, Thanos is stronger and Thanos is tougher. So if he manages to get his hands on Black Adam and keep this fight close and hand to hand, well then he could take it. Just like how Thanos dominated against the Hulk, just like how he dominated against Thor, he can also dominate against Black Adam. Problem is, Adam doesn't really quite roll that way. Instead, for him, it's all about speed. He isn't afraid to completely abuse his speed in any fight he finds himself in, meaning that Thanos is barely going to be able to even touch Black Adam throughout this fight. So there goes that strength advantage, because Thanos is basically going to be functioning as a statue here. Now you might be saying, well, Hawkman wasn't a statue to Black Adam, Sabbac wasn't a statue, what makes you think Thanos will be a statue? And yeah, good point. But I think that speaks more to their raw speed more than Black Adam actually secretly being slow in a fight, because we know for sure he's not slow in a fight. Finally, what you might be saying, if Black Adam wasn't able to put down a Hawkman, what makes you think they're able to put down Thanos? Well, here's the thing. He did put down Sabbac, and I think Black Adam versus Hawkman and Black Adam versus Sabbac are two totally different fights. Even if he didn't like Hawkman or any of the Justice Society at the start, he wasn't trying to actively kill them with everything he had. I mean, he had a full-on conversation with them right after the fight. He wasn't truly going all out there. Meanwhile, with Sabbac, well, he was definitely going for the kill. And I think this fight with Thanos will play out a whole lot more like that. It'll also look a lot like Superman versus Steppenwolf. Thanos has no answer to Black Adam's speed, and Black Adam will be trying to savagely kill Thanos from the very beginning. It would be like if Thor or Cap were trying to fight Thanos, but just at 20 times speed. You'll get some good hits in along the way, but bottom line is you're gonna lose. That speed is just too much. Black Adam wins. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.